And he came in there and he put the gun to my head, and I'm just begging and pleading to him, please, please, don't shoot me again, please. Then he came for me. And I just remember walking towards me and me trying to run, but I still got hit.
So this mother right here is dead, and her 6-year-old is in critical condition. 2 other people were injured, and the suspect is dead. All in what investigators are calling a murder.
On the morning of August 11th, 2024, residents of Sharpsburg, North Carolina woke up to horrifying news. A young mother and her daughter were gone, and the people who had tried to protect them were fighting for their lives.
Law enforcement believes that this all got started through a domestic dispute. Now, the Wilson County Sheriff's Office says that 6-year-old is currently undergoing surgery. It's unclear if she's going to live at this point. 2 of the other victims were taken to ECU Health, also undergoing surgery.
The more details came out, the more one question kept coming up. This is Crime on Buzz. Before we get started, leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe so you won't miss out on cases like this. Kiera Massenburg was born on June 8, 1997, in North Carolina. She was a member of the Northern Nash High School class of 2015, and by every account she was kind, loving, and sweet. The people in her community did not just know her but loved her. Kiera had a daughter named Zoey Jones, born on July 15, 2018.
Go ahead. Mom and daughter. Mom and daughter. Get it going. Mom and daughter.
Zoey was 6 years old, bright, full of life, and full of personality. She loved to dance, loved to sing, and the people who knew her described her as a fun, smart, loving little girl.
I don't care. But hello, I don't care if you talk about me. I don't care. Today, I don't care about me. Okay? Now stop talking to me. Now bye.
The father of Kiera's daughter was a man named Daquan Jones. He went by the nickname Shy Shy among friends and family, and he was 32 years old. They looked like a family with a normal relationship, but the history behind closed doors told a very different story. Daquan had a criminal record that was way before his relationship with Kiera. Back in 2019, he was convicted of assault on a female and false imprisonment. That was not with Kiera, but someone else entirely. So the pattern of behavior was already there, already documented, before Kiera ever became a part of his story. In a Facebook post, Daquan wrote about losing his mother and his way of coping with it, admitting that the grief caused him to act out. He talked about stepping away from his music and feeling like he was sinking, while feeling misunderstood by the people around him. He expressed frustration about people waiting for him to succeed, only to benefit from it, and acknowledged that he was battling his demons daily, and that his behavior had gotten to a point where the people around him thought he was losing it. By 2023, Daquan's behavior toward Kiera had become a serious problem. On November 11, 2023, he was arrested in Rocky Mount and charged with communicating threats against Kiera, disorderly conduct, and resisting a public officer. According to the police report from that incident, during a dispute, Daquan told Kiera, "Do you think I'm playing? I'm going to hurt you." He was arrested for it, and when he was released, the relationship continued. The concerning part is that there was a conviction from 2019, a documented threat in 2023, and the 2 of them were still in each other's lives. That cycle of hope, fear, the promises, and the apologies never seemed to end. In the summer of 2024, things took a turn that set everything in motion. In early July 2024, Kiera posted something on Facebook that suggested she had moved on and found someone new. But Daquan saw the post, and he did not take it well. Around that same time, he reposted a photo on Facebook. The image showed a car riddled with bullet holes. The caption on the post read, "Him, I found somebody else. Me, I found them too." Daquan responded to that post writing, "And I'll be down there in the intensive care unit to finish the job if you survive." The implication was clear. He was not just upset, but was telling people what he was capable of doing. In another post he wrote, "Through the ups and downs, good times and bad times, I got the one I wanted. I got the one I constantly go to war with, and I go to bat for. Constantly challenging each other to be better and do better. We ain't have it all, nor do we now, but what we've built together, I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else. 2 posts, with completely opposite energies. One day he was implying violent retaliation, and the next he was posting about how much he valued what they had built together. That contradiction was the push and pull between his possession and affection. On July 24, 2024, Daquan showed up and assaulted Kiera. He hit her in the face with enough force to knock out her teeth and fracture her nose. The next day, he was arrested and charged with felony assault inflicting serious bodily injury. He was booked into the Edgecombe County Detention Center on July 27th. For a moment there was distance between them. He was behind bars and there was finally some physical separation between her and the man who had been threatening her. But that distance did not last long. On August 10, 2024, Zoey Jones walked out of Edgecombe County Detention Center. On the evening of August 10th, going into the early hours of August 11th, a group of friends gathered at the home of 27-year-old Makia Page on Weaver Circle in Sharpsburg, North Carolina. It was the kind of night with friends together, kids around, nothing out of the ordinary on the surface. Kiera was there with 6-year-old Zoey. Devontae Ricks, 30 years old and a close friend to both Kiera and Daquan, was also present. Daquan was there too, and Makia's 5-year-old daughter Bella was in the house. As the night went on, tension started building. And around 5 in the morning, an argument broke out about Zoey. Daquan wanted to take her with him, and Kiera did not want her to go. Even Zoey herself made her feelings known, stating that she did not want to go.
She was screaming to the top of her lungs. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Makia and Devontae, who were in that house, heard everything, and they tried to intervene, to step in and keep things from escalating. But then Daquan opened fire. Devontae Ricks was struck first, then Daquan turned to Makia and shot her in the driveway. Zoey was also hit during the chaos.
Just out of nowhere, he shot Zoey, and then he proceeded to shoot Kiera.
Makia tried to run. She was hit, but she kept moving, making it inside to her bedroom, trying to find somewhere to hide. But Daquan followed her inside. In the middle of all of it, Makia managed to yell to her daughter to run and get out of the house. Bella made it to a neighbor's home safely. Makia described looking into Daquan's eyes in that moment, and said it was not the person she knew standing in front of her.
It was an argument between Zoey Jones and Kiera Massenburg about Zoey leaving that prompted the shooting spree, according to Makia Page, who was shot next.
Then he came for me. And I just remember walking towards me and me trying to run, but I still got hit.
Page was first shot here in her driveway along with another friend, Devontae Hicks. She says she started running for safety to this door here to get into her bedroom to hide.
He came in there and he put the gun to my head, and I'm just begging and pleading to him, please, please, don't shoot me again, please.
This is her daughter Bella, who witnessed 4 people being shot.
I yelled to my daughter. I said, Bella, run. Like, get out the house and run.
Bella made it to a neighbor's to safety.
She got one here, one there, and that one.
Makia is now at home recovering with her daughter by her side, but her best friend and her best friend's daughter are gone.
Just tore me to pieces, getting the news about Zoey and Kiera.
Page says after Jones shot everyone, he got in Kiera's car to leave.
She had to move them out of the driver's seat so that he could get in the driver's seat to even drive the car.
Page described what she saw as pure evil.
I could just look in his eyes, and it wasn't him.
After the incident, Daquan got into someone else's car. He had to physically move that person out of the driver's seat to take the wheel. He drove away from Weaver Circle with Zoey, who had been hurt, and dropped her off at a nearby home before continuing on. Kiera was with him, and he drove nearly 20 miles to a location in Nash County. At that location, Kiera lost her life.
Jones soon got in the car, dropped his wounded daughter off at this random house nearby, before ending up here with Kiera's dead body in the car.
Daquan was later found unresponsive at the scene. Zoey was rushed to the hospital and underwent surgery, but passed away the next day.
Law enforcement believes that this all got started through a domestic dispute. Now, the Wilson County Sheriff's Office says that 6-year-old is currently undergoing surgery. It's unclear if she's going to live at this point. 2 of the other victims were taken to ECU Health, also undergoing surgery. I want to show you the location where this all got started. This was the scene hours later at a home in Wilson County where deputies say that first shooting happened. At 5 this morning, deputies found a man and a woman shot here. The sheriff's office said the suspect, 32-year-old Daquan Jones, then drove off with a woman whom he had a relationship with and her 6-year-old child, later dropping off that child at a home in Nash County with a gunshot wound. Listen to this Broadcastify radio traffic from Nash County EMS.
Passenger call units reference Lee Road. Sheriff's office on scene advises going to be a 6-year-old female victim with shallow breathing. Is requesting emergency traffic.
And Jones is accused of then driving to a friend's home on Jamie Road in Nash County, then shooting himself. The woman he was with was found dead in her car. I want to go now to WRL's Laura Levine, who actually spoke with the friend at that crime scene.
The hours-long investigation began in Wilson County, where several people were shot, including that 6-year-old girl. The investigation ended right here on Jamie Road in Nash County, where investigators found a woman dead inside of a car and a man shot dead inside of this house. Nash County Sheriff deputies surrounded this home on Jamie Road. Family members of the victim wiping tears and holding each other as the bodies were removed from the scene.
It happened. And it's like a Lifetime movie.
Unfortunately, this is no movie. Sean Alston lives at the home that has now become the center of a crime scene. He said he was sleeping when he heard his friend Daquan Jones come in the house. Describe what you heard then.
Nothing. Pow. Pow. And then police. Get down, get down.
Quick moments, and he had no idea what was going on. But he tells me he has known both Jones and his now dead girlfriend for years, still processing the loss of life. You seem so numb to the situation. I'm sure it's just...
For now.
Yeah.
For now.
I spoke with Sheriff Keith Stone by phone while I was on the scene about how this situation unfolded.
There is a BOLO put out for the possible suspect, and the suspect was located in Nash County near a gold rock, and when officers pulled up, there was one shot fired. Law enforcement made entry into the house and found one subject that was deceased inside of the house.
Jones was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Before that, he shot his girlfriend. She was found dead inside of the car Jones was driving when he fled the scene at Weaver Circle. And family members related to the victim that was found here on Jamie Road tell me that it was too soon to talk about the situation. However, they ask for prayers from the community at this time. Laura Levine, WRL News in Nash County.
And family members of the woman who was killed say her name was Kiera Massenburg. She was 27 years old. They gave us these photos of her, and we are still working to confirm the identities of the other victims.
When authorities pieced together the full timeline, the 2019 conviction, the November 2023 arrest, the public Facebook threats, the felony assault, the bail, and then this, the picture that emerged was one of a system that had every opportunity to intervene. In the days that followed, the community wrapped around the family with everything they had. A GoFundMe was set up to help cover funeral expenses.
Wilson County community members held an event in Rocky Mount today to raise money for the family of a woman and her 6-year-old daughter who were killed last Sunday. Kiera Massenburg and her daughter Zoey were shot in what investigators say was a murder. Today's fundraiser was held at the barracks in Rocky Mount.
We had the tragic death of a young mother and her daughter for something really senseless to all of us. That's something we would never, none of us would ever understand why. So we just decided to come out today to support the family, help them with anything they could need, let them know that the community is here for them.
We just making it day by day. And everybody keeping us in prayer is helping us.
Those who attended were asked to wear purple. There will be a vigil on Thursday as well in honor of the mother and daughter.
On August 22nd, a balloon release was held in Rocky Mount at Moende's downtown.
Family and friends are still wrapping their minds around the tragic deaths of Kiera Massenburg and her daughter Zoey.
It's just a dream because when I come out my house, I will look across the street and see her and she's not there.
Both of their lives were cut short this month when investigators say Kiera's boyfriend, Daquan Jones, took her life and their 6-year-old daughter's life. Jones is accused of shooting 2 others who are recovering from their injuries before he killed himself. Thursday night, doves were released in honor of the mother and daughter, followed by a balloon release. And it's a moment family members say tells a story of who Kiera was to people in Rocky Mount.
It means so much because we knew she was big and she was very popular, but this right here just shows that her spirit was so sweet and that everybody wanted to be around her.
And her loved ones still can't accept she won't be coming home.
It's just hard. Like, it's really hard. Because losing her is like losing my own child.
It don't seem real because we're around her every single day and I just keep hearing her voice.
And even though it's hard to accept, they wanted this gathering to be more of a celebration.
I want her to be remembered by her smile and by her energy. She gave a great energy. You never had a dull moment. She was always positive, never negative.
Makia's mother, Pamela Page, carried a weight that most people will never understand. She had previously lost her own mother to violence, and now her daughter had nearly been taken the same way.
Hey everybody, I had a break and I decided to come on video really quickly to share my heart about this tragic situation that has happened that actually has hit my house. And as you all know, I am an advocate for domestic violence. And I have the Pamela D. Page Foundation, where we want to encourage our survivors as they are overcoming the trauma of being in a domestic violence relationship. And we also create the platform for them to share it. We also want to be able to educate everyone about what domestic violence consists of. And of course, you know, we have a walk coming up in September. We also have a gala coming up in October. And domestic violence isn't limited to September. It's not limited to October. This is a everyday thing. So I want to tell y'all how I felt with my child calling me to let me know that she had just got shot. And I'm trying not to cry. But I am sharing this so that we can come together as a community, because there is 4 families that have been affected by this. Not just my family, but also Massenburg family, the Jones family, and Rick's. Everybody is hurting here. And so I want y'all to hear my heart. And those who are true believers, who know God, and know me, like if you know me and you know my heart, then what I'm about to say, I hope that y'all can receive it. But I got a call. I actually got a FaceTime at 5:02 a.m. on August the 11th with my daughter covered in blood, telling me to help her. She can't breathe. That her friend shot her. So I'm just waking up, so I'm like, first of all, I'm thinking, well, why are you calling me? Did you call the police? Did you call the ambulance? Because I couldn't just put my hands on her. She told me she had called. So I'm worrying about my grandbaby Bella, which is her daughter, who is 5 years old. She had no idea where she was at. And automatically my heart probably done hit my feet a couple of times. I was in a mild panic, trying to stay calm. But either way, thank God for a friend who only stayed a little ways from me, came to get me to get to my daughter. But when I got there, she was already in the ambulance. There was tape all around. They would not let me go past the tape. And somebody was her best friend had Bella. So I had to get Bella. We was leaving. Bella was trying to tell me what happened because I didn't know anything other than my child had got shot. She could not breathe. She was scared. I was scared. She called my sister. I don't know if Kiera, I just thank God because I'm like, I don't know what it feels like to be close to death, and that's nothing I'm really trying to think about. But I guess if you had a few moments to call the loved ones or the people that you know love you, then that would be the ideal thing, to let them know that you love them and you care for them. And so I don't know if those were her thoughts, but that's my thought. And she thought about her mama because she know her mama love her. She know her mama try to correct her, keep her in line, love her, all those good things. And even when they don't listen to us, they truly think about us when they in trouble. So thanks be to God that she did call me. But when she said she could not breathe and I could not get there, I'm going to tell you right now, because I couldn't get there. And we know that God is omnipresent. He is always everywhere. I called on Jesus. I called Jesus. That's who I called. Because I couldn't get to it fast enough. So, to God be the glory that she is alive. She got a long way to go, I'm sure. And my heart aches so badly for Kiera and Zoey. Zoey was a friend of my grandbaby. My grandbaby witnessed it. And so she's gonna need help. My daughter's gonna need help. We praying for Rich to pull through. We know that God is able. I'm trusting that God is going to continue to keep him covered as he is fighting for his life. And my heart also goes out to Shy's family as well. What he did was terrible. It was terrible. No excuse for it. But at the end of the day, he still had people that loved him. He got people who are probably in shock and feel bad for even the ones that he harmed. So this is a time for us to come together. I know that there's a GoFundMe page out for the baby, for Zoey and Kiera. But there is also a GoFundMe page for Shy. I want y'all to not point fingers. We not doing no blaming, okay? We understand what has taken place, but I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff that we don't know about. Because I know I don't know the entire story. I don't know all the in-betweens. I know bits and pieces. I've heard certain things, but regardless of all of that, at the end of the day, we have lost 3 lives and 2 that could have possibly died. And so, as a community, it is our right to come together the best way we can to make it as easy, because this is not easy. I'm at work. But it ain't easy. This is just how I deal with, my own feelings when I'm going through. I have to keep busy, so I'm choosing to work. And everybody have their own way of grieving and going through, whatever is hard for them, and I understand that. But what I don't want y'all to do is, post things negative against Shy, nothing negative against Kiera. These, from my understanding, they had to love each other, y'all. At some point, there's what they felt like was love for each other. Now, whether they had that relationship together, wherever the violence and stuff came through, I don't know. But they felt something for each other. And so, it's sad that whatever he was feeling, because my daughter is confused at why he would even shoot her. She pleaded for her life. And by the grace of God, for whatever reason, I thank him that he left and walked out. So, but my heart still aches for the whole family, because I know that they have lost somebody, and I didn't lose my child, but I could have. But the fact that she's still alive and well, there's work to be done. We can't keep talking. We can't keep saying what we would have done or could done. It's time to put some action to all this talking. Yes, it's probably going viral and people seeing it, but people don't know how we are feeling on the inside with all these different stories. And you can't believe everything that the media putting out here, because I've heard it firsthand. So, it even saddens me. I found out today that Shy's sister is my client. Now look how God brought this full circle. Not only did he wait, because I was supposed to do her hair yesterday, but unfortunately she couldn't come because they were in the process of deciding about Zoey, and she ended up getting her hair done today. And I knew that she felt, she seemed a little down, and I just have that, I can feel a little energy. I know when it's off because she's usually smiling and everything. So I knew something was off. And she got teary-eyed, and we just was talking about the situation. I asked her, I said, did you know the people? And she tells me, she says yes, she knew everybody. I was like, oh wow. So we just talking about it. And then we started talking about mental health and the struggles that we have when we're struggling with some things, and there's nobody, there's not really that resource that's available for us. Or if we're trying to help somebody and give them a resource, but then they don't take our advice and use the resources that are available to them, then what do you do? Because we can't make people do anything. I can't make my daughter go to the hospital. I can't make her seek therapy. I can't make her, but I can advise it. I can love her. I can tell her all these things to do. But until she or he or whoever decides that they want to move forward and do the things they need to do in order to help their own mental, then there's nothing that you can do. All you can do is love them. You can pray for them, but the ultimate decision is up to them. They have to make that decision to say, I want to be better. I need to do better. And a lot of times we cope by taking drugs and drinking and partying, and that actually probably is the worst thing that we could do. But those are some of the coping mechanisms that people choose to do. So let me tell you, the person, that was her brother. It was her brother. Her brother shot my daughter. And y'all know what I did? I embraced her. I embraced her because she hurting. She don't understand. She's scared. She feeling lonely because she's thinking that people are against her because something that her brother chose to do. That was her brother's decision. That was not hers. She wanted help for him. She wanted him to be better. But he made that decision. right? We probably wanted Kiera to get out of that relationship. She knew it was toxic, but she made the decision to stay there. But guess what we did? We gonna still love them through it. We still gonna pray for them, because there was nothing that we could do. That's their decision. At the end of the day, it's their decision. And I hate that it went this way. I hate that it went this way. But we're not pointing fingers. We're not blaming. What we're going to do is we're going to come together. You know, y'all been asking me what it is that y'all could do for me. You know, let me know how I can help. Well, I'm about to let you know right now. There's a GoFundMe page for the both, for the daughter, for Kiera, and for Zoey. Donate. Help the family out. There's also another GoFundMe page for, I believe it's Daquan, but I've been calling him Shy Shy. They call him Shy too. So I want you to help the family to bury him. That should be the least of their concerns too, because they lost somebody too. Now, for my believers, we understand that we gotta love people right where they are. We can't judge. We ain't got nowhere to put them. None of that. I have no anger against him at all. At all. My heart goes out to him, because let me tell you what y'all were doing. Some of y'all, I don't know who it was, but I was given a post that he had made maybe some weeks ago, with the comment of her saying that she found someone new, and then with him saying, oh, I found them too. And then there's a car up there with bullets and everything in the car. And then y'all got people laughing and commenting and sharing a post. Who checked in on him? Who asked him why would he be making such posts like that? Why did we egg that on? Who corrected him? So it ain't no need for us to sit here and be talking about him. If you weren't one of the ones that could have reached out to him to see what was causing him to be the way that he was, we can't do that. Did somebody remind Kiera her worth? Did somebody remind her that she could make it without him? Did anybody remind them of who they are and who they belong to? This fight is not over, y'all. It's just beginning. Because you know what? It has hit right here. It hit right here. So what we gonna do? I don't want no more talking. I want y'all to show up. You know, all the events that I've put out here that we doing, because I want to educate y'all on domestic violence, because it's not all about physical. It's not just about the physical. What about the mental? What about our mental? What about the people that are suffering in silence? What we gonna do? Are you going to talk, or are you going to be part of the resolution? Are you going to get out here and make a difference in our community? Because people are dying, because they are hurting mentally. They're battling mentally. Stop making fun of certain posts that people put up, and you think that it's funny and you're willing to share it, but you won't share about going out here in the community and doing the work. So let's get together. Y'all want to do something for me? Show up for the walk. Show up for the walk. Let's keep reminding us. Let's keep Kiera's and Zoey in our memories, and let that be a reason for us to keep fighting. Do that. That's how you can help. When you see something, you need to speak up and not be silent. That's what you can do. Do that. Because I could have lost my child. I I've been through domestic violence. I lost my mama to domestic violence. So this hits. This really hits. It hits hard. And my heart is just grateful and it's sad. So I need y'all to step up. And we ain't doing no more talking. No more talking. Show up. Y'all care about it? Y'all care about them? Show up. Let's do that. Let's work together, not against each other. This ain't the time for that. It's just not. So donate to both of them. Let's give them a peaceful burial. And then let's move forward to healing. Because it's going to take some time to heal. This is tragic. My grandbaby gonna need counseling. My daughter gonna need counseling. This is even Shy's sister gonna need it. He took the daughter to her. Didn't know what was going on. So, y'all can share this video. Y'all can show up on September the 28th at Martin Luther King Park, and we can walk in memory of not only Kiera, but all the other ones, and Zoey, but all the other ones that we've lost to domestic violence. Show up at the gala. Make a donation to the foundation or the people that's doing the work, trying to do the work out here. That's how you can help. You can pray, but you can show up too. So, I ain't about talking, I'm about to walk. That's how you can help. Thank y'all for reaching out to me. I appreciate it. I've been overwhelmed with a lot of the text messages and phone calls and everything. Just know that if I don't, respond, I see it. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the love. I truly do. Because this is a time where I need it. Absolutely need it. I really do. And I appreciate every last one of y'all. So let's show up now. Let's show up in numbers. Let's show them how we can come together as a community for each other. We're not blaming right now. We're not doing blaming. 4 families are involved. So that's what y'all can do for me. Continued prayers are needed because this is just the beginning. There's a healing process and we still believe in God for Reeks. He's going to pull through. I'm trusting God that he will pull through. All right. So I will hope that y'all going to go register and walk. I hope y'all will go donate to both of the GoFundMes so they can do this and not be worried and stressed. Don't say nothing negative. You don't have nothing good to say, y'all. Don't say nothing at all. It's some hurting people right now. So let's come together. This ain't the time to fight. This is the time to show love to each other. All right. So I hope to see y'all at the wall and the gala.
On August 24th, 2024, family and friends gathered for the celebration of life for Kiera Massenburg and Zoey Jones. Someone who was close to Kiera posted a tribute writing, "Kiera, to know you is to love you. I'll never forget the day you first met me. You yelled at me and told me to stop being stupid. And ever since that day you became my big sister. I came to you about everything, and sometimes more. My heart really hurts and is in pain. I don't understand it all. I love you, my forever big sister." What this case leaves behind is a set of questions that communities across the country are still grappling with. How does someone with a documented criminal history walk out of jail after 2 weeks on a felony assault charge? The family said it clearly, that they wish they had been notified when Daquan got out. A spokesperson put it in the most straightforward way possible. Certain people say certain things. Believe it. You never know what somebody will do. These cases spark conversation for a reason. Be the person to offer help if someone needs it. Trust your instincts and don't ignore warning signs. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one on Crime on Buzz. Thanks for watching.